downtown Minneapolis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of catches, 95 yards. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
McCarthy is set to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's McCarthy. Got man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. When they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first. I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Weaver. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The home team's offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
6-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
To throw is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A loss of a yard.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Tracy, incomplete.
Now McCarthy. Well, the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Weaver. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Cowboys.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So after the loss of a yard, you'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanair. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Wilson. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Cowboys sack. Quentin Williams. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Oh, good move. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Open man down the field. That's Iomander. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
And the Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Vikings 7.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter there. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Campbell on the stop.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their 48-yard
Right back to Tracy. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And the Vikings first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Vikings first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A 6-yard pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
15-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Warren, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. There's Wilson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Weaver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Now Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Weaver. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Weaver. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 3. Again, Wilson. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama.
7-yard gain. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Dallas Manor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.